What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jaguar Comics. This is Jaguar. Today we are going to be doing some CGC on gradings, grade reveals. I believe that's what we're going to be doing here today. So yeah, man, like I picked them up from the comic book shop that I dropped them off. Shout out to Alter Ego Comics in Lima. Right? They gave them to me out of the box already. They were in the plastic sleeves that they come in, which I'm pretty cool. I'm cool with. I don't want to take boxes home. And so I already know all the grades. You guys thought I was going to ride for, what, 40 minutes in the car without taking a peek? Well, that would be the challenge in itself. For real. Is Teen Titans number 12, right? There's some arguments on whether this is the first appearance or whether it's Dark Knight Metal number 2 because they both came out on the first day. So I don't know what CGC puts on their notes for Dark Side Metals, but on this one it does put first full appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. So this is a safe bet if you want the first appearance. There is like foil. There's like a foil version that you can get at cons and stuff. I don't know, those things, they annoy me, to be honest. So let's look at what the grade was. I picked a 9.2 because it did have some defects. The corner was split. It had a little slash right here or something. I think it's like a cut. Not really. I don't know. You guys make up your mind. See what that is. There it is. So defects right there. On the back, the corner was smashed. So I predicted 9.2 or 9.0. So I did decide to go with 9.2 on this one. So let's look at the grade. 8.0. So this was actually very surprising. I really wasn't gonna think that it would go drop that low. I was guessing that it was gonna be a 9, the least amount. So even so, I really don't know what could have been. I feel like those defects might have not been enough for that, but it feels like possibly, I don't know. The only other thing I can think of is the digital code on the inside. I don't think it had the sticker on it, but I know that CBCS, I recently learned that, shout out to Geek Streaks and Comics, that CBCS will penalize you on the grade if it doesn't have the sticker covering. But they do provide notes on the slab itself. They don't do that at all. Like, CGC doesn't, I don't know how to get the greatest notes from them. So if you guys know how to get greatest notes from them, let me know. If not, I'm just puzzled, really. But this is just one of those books that I got super cheap. It wasn't that much over cover price, so I was really happy to have it. And I love the Batman Who Laughs, and this is a book that I'm really happy to have in my collection. Alright, next book, Carnage is a Wonderful Life. What's significant about this? Well, it's a pretty scary story. So this is the spiritual successor or the sequel to Carnage Mind Bomb, a book that I'm still looking for as well. And this really is just a really scary story. Like, I compared it to The Cell with Jennifer Lopez and stuff like that, and I'm still sticking to that. And this is just a really cool transformation of the character Carnage. There's no significant first appearances or deaths or anything like that. However, I would say that if you're a Carnage collector, then this is definitely a must-have if you like to collect all things Carnage. So I decided to go with a 9.2 because, dude, it's got spine ticks here, and the corners were a little blunted. Back here you see some fraying on the back. So I definitely thought it was going to be a 9.2. I was being conservative with it. So let's see, 9.2. There it is. So that is what I thought it was going to be, and that's what it came back as. Very nice, right on the money. The Uncanny X-Men, number 266. Now you guys know that I'm not really deep into the X-Men. I haven't really read too much of their comics, and but I was a fan of the TV show. As all kids that grew up through the 90s, I did like the show, and Gambit was my favorite. I've always liked those anti-hero type team guys. I think one of my other ones was what was his name? Duke from the Mighty Ducks cartoon show. He's another one of those characters that's just kind of a rogue in itself. So I was shooting for an 8 just because it has so many spine ticks coming down the bottom. So I got an 8.5, which I'm pretty happy about. That's really what the range was that I was shooting for. 8 to 8.5 is kind of what I was guessing. And to be honest, I feel like with those grade gaps that get bigger below a 9, there's more room for error and more room for subjectivity. So this book wasn't pressed, so maybe there is room for a little bit of improvement there. But to be honest, I'm just really happy with the 85 because I'm really happy to have this book. It was one of the first books that I set out that I was like, I really want that key book in my collection. Next one we're gonna do is this WWE Jamal Campbell variant. Awesome cover, super 80s cover. I just love it. And yeah, man, like I don't read WWE comic books, and I'm planning on reading it, but I just absolutely love this one. I like the back on there too. It's got like the silhouette of them. So what I always thought about this cover so when I picked up this book, it was no doubt a 9.8. There was no doubt in my mind that this book was a 9.8 when I first picked it up. But just moving it around and stuff, I did manage to put a couple ticks in here. They're not color breaking or anything, but still I was like, well, if I want to save this book, I should probably send it in now. So if I got a 9.6 on this, I'm still good. I'm still good. And I got a 9.8, so really happy about that. I absolutely loved it. Love the fact that I got 9.8 on this one. So that's it for the 4 CGC books that I got back from CGC. I have 2 more coming back from them, but those staying a little bit longer because they are getting cleaned and pressed. So very happy about this Razor Ramon book. So we're gonna do one more book. So this book was not part of that CGC grading haul. This is just another separate book that I picked up that I was looking for. And let's just go look at the grade, what it is, right? What do you guys think it is? It's a 9.6, huh? So I love the 9.6. You guys know that when I'm purchasing books on the aftermarket, I don't mind 9.6s at all. The difference between a 9.6 and 9.8 could be a tick, or it could be, you know, a pessimistic grader. So very cool. I mean, it's still a fantastic book. So yeah, I'm super happy that I was able to get this at such a great deal. This is one of the harder books to find. I think overall it was like 20,000 copies is the print count for this, and I think that's like the amount of books that were graded for Hulk 181 and ASM 300, and that's just the ones that are getting graded, right? That's not the total print count, but for this, the total print count is 20,000. So there's a limited amount of them out there, and so I'm glad that I was able to get a high grade one. So what's so special about this? Well, it's a cover by Adam Hughes, right? It's cool, and I feel like his art style, especially like this one, is ahead of its time. This was printed in 2006, so this was before the variant covers and stuff. There was variants, but they were rare. This is now that they do deliberately different covers for books. That's kind of a newer thing, so I think that this is just one of those books that really pops out at you, kind of like variant covers do. It reminds me kind of like an Art Gem cover or a Middleton cover, something in those works, right? And I think this is a fantastic book. It was ahead of its time, and it really captures Catwoman's essence. So let's do the big reveal, guys. I know you guys love reveals, so let's do the revelation, the thing that you guys have all been waiting for. And there it is. I know you guys have been waiting to see the revelation of the lost numbers. So yeah, take that in, guys. This is also known as the lost cover. I believe some places have it listed as the lost covers, and just because from the TV show there seems to be a coincidence of the matching number with the numbers from Lost. So I'm not really sure. I never really watched Lost. I know what it's about, but you know, I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, man, that's it for my CGC haul, guys. I apologize that I wasn't able to put out videos for Thursday and Friday because I've been working on some overtime so that I could, you know, afford some of these $5.99 cover prices that Marvel and DC are putting out this recently, and also didn't put out a first appearance. So hopefully this is a video that'll make up for it, and I'll have a couple more haul videos coming out pretty soon as well. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time on Jaguar Chikadol.